There is something about Prem Baba, his arrogant display of power and wealth, his incessant seeking of adulation, his differential treatment of the rich and the poor, his uncontrolled ambition for connections and power, his willingness to recycle the wisdom of others as his own, that puts me off. I am surprised that Karna is unable to see it. Karna adores Prem Baba, and I do not want to challenge him. It is because, in my life on the streets, I have had the opportunity to witness others like him. Since I wanted nothing from these God-men, I could see them for who they were. Perhaps if I had gone seeking God-men in my moments of hopelessness, I might have interpreted their words and actions to fulfill my void and experienced miracles when there were none. God-men and God-women, they seem to be marketed everywhere, on televisions, on billboards, on posters, on roadsides. There is very little barrier to entry for this profession. All it takes is relentless cunning and moral turpitude to become a God person. The sad part is that no religion or God has anything to do with their self-professed roles. Sitting here in the cave with Krishna, I think about these unholy God people and their willing victims. Krishna shares that he is saddened by the devastation of hope created by this rapacious lot. A true spiritual teacher realizes, as their very first awakening, that like every other being on this planet, they are conduits of eternal wisdom. They become humble because they have been afforded this realization. So they do not walk around with banners seeking power and adulation. The paradox of spiritual seeking is that once you really achieve what you have sought, the journey of getting there has made you realize that what you have sought is meaningless. So you really have to cross a certain mental boundary to achieve your seeking, but the process of crossing the boundary has elevated you such a place that your achievement now seems meaningless. A person who has transgressed his boundaries of self becomes a reminder to all those who seek that there within them too lies the same boundless being. So the inspirer listens to the voice that has no words, but whose meanings are endless. And their desire to be adulated puzzles me. When I look at you with adulation, you become unreachable. When I look at you with hate, you become untouchable. When I look at you with love, you become me, and then the walls come crumbling down. How can anyone who does not realize this simple truth hope to lead others spiritually? I spend a while contemplating his words. Perhaps people do not know how to seek out good spiritual masters, I venture. I have long given up the notion that anyone needs a master, replies Krishna. God wants us to each be unique and free. We do not need to be bound by anyone else's wisdom or truth, however intelligent that may be. To abandon our gift of freedom of spirit for people or their ideologies is to spit on the face of God. Teachers come to us in many forms. Some teachers give us answers. Some inspire us to ask the right questions. Some teachers simply remind us that we already have all the answers we need. If we are open, everyone and every experience can become our teachers. But no teacher should demand to be masters of anyone except their own selves, for to do so is unenlightened and selfish. A true teacher knows that his role is to be a bridge between our now and our seeking. We do not carry bridges with us after we cross them, do we? If the bridge insists that we must stay on it because it helps us cross, or asks to be carried with us as we journey along, is it really serving its purpose? He speaks the truth. Krishna, my teacher, taught from a place of unassuming compassion. As much wisdom as there was in his words, he taught me through his actions. My teacher taught me to look inside myself, even the dark, shame-filled corners of my mind, with love. He taught me to forgive myself and not to be inwardly divided. He brought me back from the brink, yet took no credit for it. I would have called him master, but Krishna would not have agreed to it. So I call him the gift that the universe chose to give me.